Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch App Reviewers. In this video, I have a pretty exciting one for you guys. This is a report by Mark Gurman on what he thinks will be at WWDC this year. And he's got a very, very straightforward track record. It's been pretty accurate in the past, and he's a very good source. So I'm gonna scroll through this, and most of it I've already talked about on this channel, but coming from him, it means it's probably going to happen. So we're just, 4 days away? Let's go check it. Let's go macrumors.com. And let's check the actual counter. Okay, 3 days, 18 hours, basically 4 days away from WWDC. So we're getting closer, guys. So just a little bit more to wait. Anyways, ahead of the keynote, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman outlined what he expects to be discussed. A series of digital health tools in the Settings app on iOS 12 that will help users monitor how much time they spend using their device and individual apps, helping to address concerns about smartphone addiction. So I do think that this is coming as well. I think iOS 12 will have a dedicated section in the Settings app to kind of help users take a look at, how much time they're spending in each app, as well as on their phone as a whole, because there's been a lot of reports on people telling Apple that they need to put this out for kids because kids are being addicted to smartphones. I guess that's true. I think it would be helpful. I don't think it's necessarily Apple's responsibility. It's the parents' responsibility to monitor their kids and, tell them to go outside and play a little bit instead of, watch videos on their phone, but that's neither here nor there. I think this would be a cool thing to have on the phone. I'd be interested just to see what apps I spend the most time in, even though I can pretty much tell that from the battery info in the settings, because that pretty much tells you which apps use the most battery. Anyways, ARKit 2, including a new mode that allows for multiplayer mode in augmented reality games. Another mode is said to allow objects to be dropped into an area and virtually remain in place. That would be pretty cool, especially the multiplayer feature. Pretty much any game these days that I play is going to be multiplayer. It just feels so alone and not fun to play in a single player game. I like to be in multiplayer games, so that's cool. Apple could reveal its reported plans to allow iOS apps to run on Macs as early as this year. The wording suggests it's not entirely clear if Apple plans to discuss the project at WWDC or later. This one's a tough one because it seems a little too early for Apple to be doing this. But we'll have to see. It would be kind of cool to see iOS apps run on Macs and vice versa, but I don't know. It's just hard to say that that's coming this year. Minor new features for snoozing notifications, tracking the stock market, making video calls, and sending emojis via FaceTime. Okay. None of that sounds too crazy, but could happen. Overall, Gurman expects this year's software updates across iOS, macOS, tvOS, and watchOS to be more muted and with bigger changes later, as Apple has decided to focus more on the quality and stability improvements this year, according to an internal meeting the company reportedly held earlier this year. Planned new iOS 12 features that have been shelved until 2019 are said to include a redesigned home screen with more information, an AI upgrade to the Photos app, and new file management tools for iPads. Unfortunately, for those hoping to see Apple refresh its product lineups at WWDC, Gurman suggests that a suite of new gadgets is unlikely, although a surprise hardware announcement or two cannot be entirely ruled out. Hopefully, an update will also be provided about Apple's AirPower charging mat, which I believe they announced last year at WWDC, so this is kind of awkward for them. Gurman claims Apple is working on refreshed MacBooks, MacBook Pros, iPad Pros, and Apple Watch models, and a new low-cost MacBook, but he doesn't expect any of those devices to be ready until later this year. So that kind of sucks, because I wanted to get a new MacBook Pro pretty much as soon as possible because this one just doesn't have enough power. This is a dual core. I'm gonna go up probably to the 6-core, 15-inch MacBook Pro. So I think that'll be pretty fun. All right, refreshes to the 12-inch MacBook and MacBook Pro lines with next-gen Intel chips later this year. So possibly not right away. A new low-cost notebook to succeed the MacBook Air ready later this year. A redesigned iPad Pro line with Face ID also expected later. A pair of new Apple Watch models that keep the overall size of the current models but include a slightly larger edge-to-edge screen. The new models are expected to support watch bands from existing models. That'd be kind of cool to see, but again, Apple Watch, not that fashionable to begin with. Gurman outlined most of these expectations in his previous reporting over the past year. So in case you guys didn't know, WWDC's opening keynote begins on Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time at the McHenry Convention Center in San Jose, California. If you guys are lucky enough to go out, I know iJustine's going out and a few other YouTubers are going there. Have fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe someday I'll go out there and see what it's like. But anyways, for those of us here, we should be able to see the coverage on Apple's website. So look out for that. You guys can watch it. I always watch it at work. So I don't know. If you guys are at work, then you should probably do the same thing if you want to watch it. But anyways, that's all I got for this video, guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you think Apple is going to unveil at WWDC this year. I think there are kind of some high expectations because Apple's kind of been stagnating with the Pro lineup. So it'll be interesting to see what they actually give us or tease us with at this event for those of us that want MacBook Pros and professional line products. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Like I said, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.